Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're tuning in from. I'm Esther Hernandez. I am here with a lot of my business partners. We would just like to come on here today. Our title is today How to Start an Online Business Without Experience. Many people ask that, and it's not that hard. Many times we are coming from backgrounds that we don't have many experience, and we wonder many times that we don't get started in certain things, right? So I would like to get started here. Let me introduce Margaret. You want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. Hi, my name is Margaret. I am from Ontario, Canada. I'm a wife, a mom of 5 children, and I started this business to help provide for our families so that we have more flexibility and more income to do more of the things that we've always wanted to do. And like you said, often people ask if anyone can do it or what do we need? Do we need a lot of education or what do we need to start? And it is very simple. We don't need any prior knowledge, even for to be tech savvy. We have all the training provided and a mentor and coach that help us along. So anyone can really do it if we want to start something new.
Awesome. So yeah, that's true. I because I remember when I started, I was like didn't know how to use a computer. I knew how to turn it on, but that was basically it, right?
Yeah.
And I think many times we get stuck in certain areas where we don't need to be stuck, right? So let's go to Ruth. Would you like to introduce yourself and give us a little bit in info what how you got started and about the experience?
Yes, Esther. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Ruth. I'm a mom of 10 kids, and I have a wonderful husband that works in construction. And although he works really hard, I want to do something different and help him out. Um, Recently, he's been feeling sick, and this is when I thought, we have to do something for our children, our lives. So, I stepped into this online business, which, you know, it's very, how can I say this, very good for me and my children because it gives me enough time, to work at home and to work at I am a part-time healthcare giver, so I work part-time and it gives me exactly the timing that I can work on it. I can take it with me if I have to. When I take care of the kids, they're sleeping or doing something and I'm on my computer. It doesn't take much to work on it. I mean, it's very complex. I like the way the training's set up. You get some training, it gives you blueprints, follow just a step by step. And we have wonderful people in this group that will help you along the way if you get stuck or, along the way. So and excuse me, that's why I started this business because it gives me the opportunity to spend time with my kids and manage my work. Um, and how to start it, just give yourself a chance. Go into the training, look it up, ask questions. Any of these people here, beautiful people, they can answer any of your questions that you have. So yes, thank you for inviting me.
¿Quieres decir algo en español que la gente entiende más que son latinas que quieren hacer algo nuevo?
Sí, claro, Esther, gracias por invitarme. Como estaba diciendo en inglés, este negocio en línea da la oportunidad de que puedas trabajar en casa y ir a tu trabajo normal. Yo soy enfermera, asistente y medio tiempo, entonces tengo yo esa oportunidad de poder trabajar en línea, que me gusta mucho porque puedo llevarme la computadora, el teléfono, puedo trabajar aquí en casa, los niños están durmiendo, tengo una oportunidad de que yo pueda trabajar en mi propio negocio. Una hora, una hora que le dediques a tu negocio es más que suficiente. Y estaba diciendo que tenemos un grupo de personas maravillosas que si cualquier cosa que no sepas cómo usar la computadora o tengas unas preguntas, aquí hay asistencia que te pueden dirigir y ayudar. Ese es el motivo que me dio más confianza de poder hacer este negocio en casa, porque lo puedo llevar conmigo donde yo quiera, básicamente. Y cómo puedes comenzar el negocio es darte la oportunidad de conocer cómo se trabaja el negocio, darte la oportunidad de hablar con la gente maravillosa que hay en este grupo. Si cualquier pregunta necesitas, aquí están ellos para ayudarte, aquí estamos nosotros para ayudarte si tienes cualquier pregunta.
Gracias.
Esther.
No, it's just nice for me to, even though a lot of people ask me that question, do I have to have my English completed? I only had a fifth grade education, so it just shows even though you can read English, you can have at least some background of English. Anybody can do this, right? And even we have translation, so that's the good thing about this business, because not everywhere it is like that, right? So and it just makes me happy to see that we can help people, and whoever has a will to have a drive that they want to succeed, they will succeed, because there's no excuse, right? Because everything is step by step training, so you can't get lost, right? So why don't we go to Ahmed?
Muchas gracias. You want me to say it in Spanish or in English?
Yes, bring it all in Spanish.
Next time. Hey everyone, my name's Ahmed. Although I'm pretty young, although I joined this business 5 years ago, I was in my mid-20s. I too had no experience with what an online business was, and a lot of people are surprised by that. And when I first joined, I was working in emergency services. I actually didn't even have any social media. I just used the basics of a computer, using YouTube, using Microsoft Word when I needed to. But other than that, I really had no social media. I didn't know what really an online business entailed. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what advertising was or how to even do it. I had no experience, pretty much. The definition of no experience, that was me when I first started. And with this business and with our business community especially, we have an amazing training system. It's pretty much step by step. It's a training is video based. So if you don't understand anything, the thing that I love the most about this community is everyone has access to the same training. So if I don't understand something, I don't have to go to Coach Georgia. I could easily go to Margaret, be like, hey, this step of the training, what do I do? Oh, Esther, what do I do here? And anyone can help you. And it's unlimited training there. Plus, you have Dr. Google as well. Anything that you have an issue with, just type it into Google. Google is always there for you. It'll give you tons of resources. And although our business community has its own training for the online business and how to work social media, there's so many videos on YouTube. There's so many videos on the internet of how to use these things. And one thing I've definitely noticed with social media is they all try to make it user friendly. They all want to help you use their platform because they all want more users to come on their platform. So I really noticed that every single social media website makes their stuff very user friendly. And beyond that, they all have a help button. So if you don't understand anything, they all have their own help button where you could reach out to them to ask them for help. So the resources are unlimited in terms of getting started with the online. And on top of all that, you have us. So unlike any other online business, you're issued a coach and a mentor. And in addition to all that, you have all your business owners. There's many of us that can help you. So you'll never be alone. Come in here with a drive, come in here with a motivation, come in here with fire with anything is possible. So we'll see you guys all. If you're very interested in anyone or anything that we're saying, just click the link below this video. We'll or just send any of us a message, and we'll let you know what the next steps are. Back to you, Esther.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's very well said. So why don't we go to Stefan? You want to introduce yourself and talk about the topic a little bit?
Yeah, je suis francophone du Québec, so English is my second language and Spanish my third, because my wife is Mexican. And I didn't have experience with that business, and well, sometimes there is things I don't know, but I always keep notes of things that I need to remember. And like Hamed say, sometimes you can go. I like to use YouTube. YouTube, you have everything. You don't like your mother-in-law, you go to YouTube, you find a answer. Anything is there. And how can I say? Yes, if someone has no experience like me, I'm an example. I'm more than 50, and I love to learn. I think that the basic requirement for this job is you have to love to learn and to be persistent. And what can I say more? Sometimes you have trouble, sometimes you don't understand, but you go back, and there's always someone there to reach out to you, that you can help. Sometimes you receive help, sometimes you give, but that's about it. For me, it's the system is there, just move forward, and I know that there's always a result, one way or another. I'm really persistent, and I don't give up. And my wife is supportive, and people are supportive. We have a great coach like Georgia and other people around. So it's always fun to have people that have patience, willing to push us forward. And that's all I have to say. Merci beaucoup.
Okay, thank you, Stefan. Yeah, that's always the good thing when we always sometimes we get motivated very easy, but then we get down, right? We always have a team to support us, and that's what I love about this business. You don't just have the business, but you also make great friends in the community, and you always work hand in hand that we can work together. And that's what I like about this business, because when you go work for a company out there, they just want you to work your salary and then you're in and out, right? It's just kind of like you're selling yourself for the hour, right? But you're not actually beneficial for a lot of things, right? In here, it's completely different. So why don't we give the floor to Coach Georgia for a while?
Thank you, Esther, for hosting this, and thank you all. So I'm Georgia Williams. I'm a coach, mentor, and president and CEO. So I started this business about 4.5 years ago. I started, and I didn't have a lot going for me financially. I was in debt, and my vehicle was like broken down. There's a lot of things that I wanted changed in my life. And there was a few options that came up to get a job in Kamloops. And I was thinking, if I do that, well, I'm just going to go back to where I was, because I moved from Toronto, Ontario to Kamloops, BC, and from eastern part of Canada to western part to have a calmer life and, better for my children, and not to be so busy with my business there. And so I had a brick and mortar business. And then I moved and I got into a lot of debt. My business wasn't working. I had to close down my business because I changed some things, isn't it? And now I came across this business. When I came across this business, everything changed. Like, I was like, no, I'm not going to get that job, those couple jobs offered to me in Kamloops, because I'm going to have to get a babysitter. I'm going to pay for childcare. I'm going to have to commute. It was just too much. I was like, no. And then all of a sudden, this fell in my lap. And I was like shocked. I was thinking, how come I haven't seen this before? Where was this business all my life? I was like, why isn't everybody doing this? And then I started. And then I realized why everybody wasn't doing this is because there's a lot of scams out there. This business is legit, but everybody and their mother was coming at me like, oh, that's a scam. It's MLM. It's a pyramid scheme. You don't even know what you got into. And so I started searching what a pyramid scheme or MLM was, and I'm like, this is not that. This is legal. There's real products. There's sales being made. There's wonderful coaches and mentors that's helping. And then I started to realize why maybe so many people didn't start this business, because all the junk out there, people are afraid to start. And I was like, okay, I see. So I grew into this business from making literally $200-300 paydays all the way up to 5K paydays. And it took me about a good year and a couple months to start making 20 to 30K months, paid off 30,000 worth of debt, purchased a new vehicle, then moved into a $3 million home into West Kelowna. Now I'm here in beautiful Barcelona, Spain, been vacationing since 5 months. A lot has happened for me. And I decided to become a coach a year and a couple months into this business because of all my successes, and I wanted to help others. And I helped all these wonderful people here to get started, and I coached them and mentored them and trained them, and they are top-notch mentors, and they're able to help you get started. And this is why we're doing this live today, to show people that we're able to help others, and this is legit, and it's pure transparency. Yeah, I have 5 beautiful children, and they're all homeschooled, and they're all in these different activities. And my son is training to go into professional soccer, and my daughter is just doing her own thing. She's into everything. She's 17 years old. Ahmed could probably tell you what goes on in my life. He's seen the kids there in Vancouver and see what they're all about. But yeah, it's a handful having 5 children. So with this business, it gives me the flexibility, and it gives me the money to support them and do all the things that I want to do for them, because I don't want them being stuck at a 9 to 5 their whole life, like so many people in the world, and not be able to follow their dreams. Do you have to have experience to start this business? And no, you don't. Okay, and the subject today is how to start an online business without any experience. This is it. Okay, because when I first started, I did not know how to use this laptop that's sitting in front of me. I didn't know how to turn it on. I didn't know how to copy and paste. I didn't know anything. I remember I would always talk about how I had a Beats by Dre like desktop computer, and the only reason how I knew how to work it is because it was touchscreen, and I'd listen to music on there. So if you're computer illiterate and you don't spell well, or there's things, oh, I think Ruth had to go. Bye, Ruth. If there's things that you're feeling like, I need to learn, or before I even think about getting started or watching our free workshop, think again. I didn't have any computer skills with a laptop or anything. I only had a 7th grade education, and I blew up to the top. We're going to train you. We're going to teach you. We're going to show you in our training, our short video modules that shows you how to advertise. It shows you how to make a living online. It shows you how to brand yourself. If you're shy, it shows you how to brand yourself without showing your face, like without having to show your face online. So a little bit about this business, like what do you do? Like say for instance, how to get started. Okay, what you're going to be doing is you're going to watch our free workshop. When we're done here, you're going to go to our links, any of our links here on top of the post or below the post. If you don't see a link that's clickable with our website, then just message us. Once you get to that link, you're going to add your name and your email. You're going to be taken to our free workshop replay. I hosted that one. You're going to see it. And once you watch our free workshop, you're going to be prompted to sign up. Once you sign up, we're going to send you a few hours of pre-coaching call videos. They're going to explain to companies that we're affiliated with, a multi-billion-dollar company, like literally that's pays crazy commissions. Ahmed, you should even tell you were just there at this big convention. You should have brought up that, like, you met all the wonderful people. You met the owners of this company, and it was so amazing. All my business partners were together, and it was incredible. So, and then after you watch the videos, it shows you how much you're gonna be making, the compensation plan, everything. You're gonna have your one-on-one call with me, okay? And whoever's your mentor here is gonna assist you too. Well, you have a one-on-one call with me, and my job as coach is to get you set up fully and to help you every step of the way to success. And your mentor will also, and also to kind of get a feel, how much do you want to make a month, a year, like come up with a game plan, right? And then once you're set up, you get your business ID and your training's unlocked, and you're going through your training. That's that training we keep talking about. and it has the video modules. It's a lot of business partners who have the most success in our community. They've given tips in there. They're literally having these short video training showing you what to do, and then you just open it up and you open up one tab, and you literally open up another tab, and there you go. You have your training all, and hi, Ashara. You have your training. You walk through your training like it's so simple, and we'll help you. We'll get on Zoom with you. We'll help you every step of the way. Because sometimes people are stuck and they're like, okay, well, I'm here. Just take a picture of it, send it to us. Then once you are going through your training, you're going to have your website created, your sales funnel, and that's an automated system that runs for you 24/7. And what that automated system that people literally get walked through the buying process, it also has an email campaign. So it emails these people, it reminds them of the product, and it continues to walk them through the buying process, and boom, a sales cut. And literally the higher sales, the ones with the company with the higher end products that are higher commission, we make sure those are very secure transactions. So that's where I come in as your coach and make sure that transaction is, very secured and verified, and you get a paycheck. And you also get T4s, you get tax slips, W-9, all those, wherever countries you're from, you pay your taxes. It's a real business. We can write off so many things. So you write off things in your home, your Wi-Fi, your laptop. It's absolutely amazing. And then from there, your business runs for you. Once your ad is running, it's running for you. So it's super, super simple. You don't have to have experience. We call it a plug and play system, meaning you start the business, you plug into the business, and all you have to be is the player. You literally just continue to open your laptop or phone each day, work on a little bit, post a little bit, your free ads, and you have your business running for you throughout the day. So life in, a day in my life is me posting a few ads a day and literally helping my business partners, coaching them, making sure that their ads are running, making sure that they're successful. And that's what I would do for you once you get started in this business. And your mentor, whoever's your mentor, would be assisting you, and I train them. Our training literally shows them also how to assist people when they want to mentor people or when they want to become a coach. So yeah, that's all for me. And if you guys have any questions, just reach out to us. And I guess just before we end, we'll let you know where to go, and we'll let you know a little bit about our Earn Online Academy that you can join for free. So yeah, thanks, Esther.
Hey, Jashara, how are you? Why don't you introduce yourself? And our topic for tonight is how to start an online business without any experience. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Georgia and Esther and everyone, Ahmed, and thank you so much for having me. Yes, of course, it's for me when I start, I just straight away start because I first, how did I find it out? By Facebook advertising, someone else advertising. So I clicked into the link, and of course I asked questions from the girl that I engage with, and of course in the beginning, not straight away I jump in. So I build a connection and relationship with the girl, and then she let me know how to, what's the step I need to take, and I sign up. I got the link, and from that link, it's like when I first get in there, it is like a link that people are talking about how they start, exactly like what I did. So that gave me kind of encouraged, because not just like one person. When you're watching the webinar link, there is 4 or 5 people are together and explain how they did, and everyone's story, it made me realize that something out there, I need to figure it out. So then I just follow the next step. And when I went into my next step, it's give me a lot of happiness, and it make me feel like I'm in a different world, and everyone's so positive, and I think I belong here, and make me feel like that way, because it's everyone lifting one another. And it gave me encourage to go in more further. So that's what I did. And I'm here now. And I did not have any friends. Now I have lots of friends. And yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And also I'm learning a lot of things and gaining a lot of skills. And especially the self-growth. It means so much to me. And running ads is working for me. I'm sure it's work for anybody else, right? If not, we're not here. And why we encourage other people to join. And by the way, sorry, I didn't introduce myself in the first place. So my name is Tushara. Originally, I'm from Sri Lanka, but I'm living here in Australia. So I'm into the business about now going to 1 year. So this is all from me. And thank you for having me.
Thank you, thank you. So we have people on tonight from Australia, Spain, Alberta, and Ontario. Isn't that awesome? I always like to see how our business is so worldwide, right? Like wherever you all have Wi-Fi or internet connection, you can run this business from, right? So I'll introduce myself. I'm Esther Hernandez. I started this business about 2 years ago. So I'm a mom of 4 beautiful children. And when I started this business, I had no technical experience. I was not tech savvy at all. I at least asked my coach, I was like, how am I going to know? I didn't even know how to Zoom. I was waiting on the screen just to show something that something would show up or something, you know. Some people might, even for me right now, I laugh at it, but that's how I was. That's how I started, right? So, and if a mom with a 5th grade education can do this, anybody can do this, right? All you gotta have to do is you have to have a will to learn and to actually make it happen, right? Because for me, I have grown so much, not just in business wise, but I like it that we're all positive and everybody is here for the same reason, right? And it's like an online family, right? You meet so many different people, and Muhammad, I'm gonna bother you yet. You're not done yet. Yeah, so we just had a big convention that was going on, and a lot of people went. So, you know, I just for right now I hang low. I like to spend time with my kids. It's not for me. I'm a mama with my kids all the time, right? So, but that's what this business is about, right? To be at home, that you can be at home with your kids, spending time with the ones that you love, and you don't have to be going to your 9 to 5 every day. You can do it from the comfort of your home, right? And a lot of times I get from people now, well, do I have to do it 8 hours a day? Well, if you really like to do that, sure, go right ahead, but you don't need to, right? So it's completely up to you. I spend like half an hour, sometimes 40 minutes. It all depends my day, right? So everyone can do this business because it's basic training and step by step. And the mentors, and like they said, it's endless. So anybody else that has something to say?
Did you want to say something, Ahmed, about the convention? Tell us your experience. Tell us like what was it like, and what did you learn? And yeah, because you met all of our business partners, and you had a big reunion, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great with us, with me and Georgia being in this business for 4 or 5 years. We've met a lot of people online, and if it felt like with some people that we have already met before, although I met them in this business in 2019 or 2020. And since then, we just strictly been communicating online. It's a lot different when you see someone face to face and you see when you're talking to them, their body language, and you can see them eye to eye. It's a lot different. And then you just gain such, I would say your relationship with them just gets more stronger, and you just can't wait to see them again, and you just support them even more and more online. But even seeing from, let's say, from people who have just started this business to people who have been in this business long term and are hitting the high milestones, everyone was just there supporting each other. Everyone was there to be happy with each other, taking pictures, sharing insights. this community is like no other, I tell you. If you find a secret of how to best advertise yourself or something to better market your business page, we share those ideas right away. Nothing is a secret. And the type of knowledge that they're just giving us and the type of things that the motivation and their stories, because everyone knows, you look at Instagram, you look at Facebook, you look at any social media, you only see people having fun. You only see people traveling. You only see the good times. But then when you hear the lows of some people, hearing when they're trying to make this business happen, they're getting evicted out of their apartment the same day, and they're still showing up for their business. And now they've made it. They have a house, but all you see is them having a great time. And they talked about them getting evicted and shared very personal stories, and people would come to them that would have just met them or have just been watching them go up and up and just sees them having a good life now and just be like, how come you're trying to motivate people when you've always had a good life, or you've had it made though your whole life? It's like, no, they don't know about the bad times. No one's going to post their sob stories online, because you know what? We all have sob stories. We all have those stories. We all had struggles. We all hit low. We all have rock bottoms. But if you just post about that, no one's going to want to read it, right? People want that motivation. People want to see what you're doing and how you're going to help them. And then when you hear these stories about how they've struggled and what they've overcome and what they're doing now and how they've turned it around and now they're helping their people succeed, that lights a different fire under you. And this convention meant a lot to me and meant a lot to a lot of people. It was in Canada, but we had people come from Australia, New Zealand. Lots of people came from Africa. Lots of people came from Europe. I met someone that came from Guam. Literally, we are a global community, and being in this community and just seeing the transformation and just seeing how we've grown and just seeing how there was 2,000 people there, and I think there was another 1,000 watching online. I just can't wait till next year and just see how much bigger it gets. And if you're in this community and if you're struggling, or if you want to be in this community and you want to be a part of something big and you want a lot of people to be supporting you, come join us, because you will never be alone. What I like about this community is we're all like-minded. And when you go there, and I was just talking to random people, introducing myself, it's so easy to get along with them because we're all very similar already. Our mindsets are very similar. It's not like at your work where you have the people that you like to talk to and the people that you don't really talk to because you don't get along with them. Like here, it's just like everyone just gets along because our mindsets and our personalities and our energy are all the same, regardless of what our levels are, what milestones we've hit. We're all the same. Right. And I went to two people, they're sisters in our community, and I was like, oh, I need pictures with you celebrities. And they're like, we're just normal everyday people, just like you. I was like, yeah, you are. But I had to wait in line to get a picture with you. There's a difference, but they've earned that respect, right? They've earned that respect, and they've started where we've all started, and where people that are watching this are going to start from. We all start at the same level. Right. And we progress. I was not able to speak like this when I first started. I did not know what social media was. I did not know how to advertise or how to be a leader or how to even mentor, what a coach, what trying to be a coach meant, or what all this is, or what a community is. But through what this business community has, I've learned it, and I've developed with it, and I've grown with it. And it's something that hopefully you all will feel when you guys join this community, and people on this panel all know how that feels. And when you come on here, as you can see, we do these biz talks every single week. When you come on here and you talk to these people face to face or camera to camera, as you can say, and then eventually you see them eye to eye, it's a lot, means a lot. Like, it's a lot different. So that's when it really hits home, and just being able to then just go to dinner with them, have lunch with them, hang out with them for a day, means a lot. So yeah, it was an amazing conference. I really can't wait for the next one to happen. Hopefully more people could attend, and we could even have a bigger convention next year. I think it'll be maybe a bit of a challenge finding a place suitable for everyone, but that's a good problem to have. I see it as. But yeah, it was truly life changing, and we had speakers from our community, people who had struggled and made it big, and who are succeeding high. But we also had other successful entrepreneurs come and share their stories, and keynote speakers come in. So it was really a big deal. Yeah, and if I don't stop now, I'll just keep talking. So yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing convention. That's all I can say. Yeah, it was truly life changing, and just seeing all the people. Well, lastly, it was weird because I did this to Georgia when I first met her. You just see them online. You see them post all the time about their families and their friends and where they're going. It's like, oh, hey, how's your kid? And you already know all their kids' names because you see it all online, right? Our lives are all online. It's like, oh yeah, how's the kids? Oh yeah, you went on vacation last week. I saw you posted it. I was like, oh yeah. So it's like you feel like you already know a lot of them through our community. But we're a tight knit community, although we're based online. We all have a close bond together. So that's where I'll end it.
Thank you, Amit. That was nice. I was seeing some of the pictures of the business community. I was like, wow, it looked very amazing, and I know it was amazing. I can't wait to hear more stories, right? And like you said, we all started. Everybody has their story, right? But then again, like for me, my biggest thing, I used to ask myself why things happen to me, right? But you got to go mindset wise too, right? Many times we want to grow just our pockets, right? But it's not always just about your pocket. Sometimes it's your mindset that has to change, right? Because if you grew up with very negative people always being surrounded, that's what you become, right? And for me, that has been a big thing in my life. I have learned how to have a better mindset, how to stay focused on something, right? And that's what we are all here for, right? So, anybody else that has something to say before we end?
Yeah, I have something that I want to share that I never been into convention, but one of my friend that I get to know from the community, she went. I think I shared with Coach Georgia about it. And she went there and she called me on a video and it bring me to tears. And she was dancing and she said, come on, you are not here, Alice, dance with me now. So it's like give me joy and really it's like energize me even though we are not there, you know. So she went there and she was just a start, new person. Can you imagine that the mindset to go there, just a start to be there? She's from Norway and she just flew there. And yeah, it's bring me to tears because she just said that, just called me. Then I was, it was shock and whole night I didn't sleep. And then next day I was waiting to go and another live with Coach Georgia and everyone. So that's what all about. Even though you not go there, seeing that it's real, you know, people that your partner being there and seeing that, it's give you kind of I know what is Ahmed coming from, and so not to be there, so to get that energy. So I thought that's what I experienced. Imagine to be there and how you feel, and definitely I'm going for next one next year. That's what my mind is now. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think that's all of our aims. We all have something to aim for, right? So we'll end the chat for today. So whoever is watching us and would be interested to learn more and have questions about the online world, well, we are all here to whoever you see this on their pages. Feel free to ask them questions, contact them, and they'll be happy to share info with you guys. So we will see you on the other side. Take care, guys.